Recently, I've been doing some math and it's starting to scare me. I've been playing violin for about 12 years now. For 4 of those years, I practiced half an hour a day for 6 days a week. For the rest of the time, I've practiced about an hour for 6 days a week on average. That doesn't sound like a lot of time though, right? Well, with 52 weeks in a year, 6 days a week, that means I've spent over 3,120 hours of my life just practicing the violin. That's a lot of time. To put that into perspective, if you read about 200 words per minute, which is about average, it would only take you 105 hours to read the world's largest book in the entire world. So that means that in the time that I've spent practicing violin, I could have read a 3,000 page book with tiny print almost 30 times. Naturally, if I'm gonna spend all this time practicing, I want to see some benefits, and not just a little. I want my time to have been worth it. Thus, the big question is, why learn to play a musical instrument at all? So, without further rambling, let's begin. First things first, I am certain that you have all heard that playing a musical instrument is beneficial for your health. What you might not have heard though is that not only does it help with your health, but it also helps us immensely when it comes to our brain. This was shown quite clearly in a study in 2003 where they discovered that the brains of those who played musical instruments had a much larger amount of gray matter than the brains of those otherwise. Now, you're likely asking, what is this whole gray matter thing? And that's a legitimate question. In essence, our nervous system is made up of two types of nerves, both named gray matter and white matter respectively. White matter is made of nerves that have a myelin sheath, which in essence is very good for transmitting signals to muscles, organs, and the likes. With gray matter, that is what makes up a lot of our thinking nerves, if you will. These are the nerves that are often associated with intelligence. So basically, what this study showed is that those that learn a musical instrument have a higher intelligence capacity. They scored higher on IQ tests, standardized tests, and often do better in school as well. This of course is very beneficial to the musician as it sets them up for success later on in life, even if they do not continue on playing the musical instrument. However, these benefits do not stop there. If we are completely honest with ourselves, every single one of us is hoping to make money. Granted, that doesn't mean that it is our focus. However, money still motivates us in varying degrees. When you learn a musical instrument and practice to the point where you can say you're at least good, you can make quite a bit of money, even if you aren't planning on doing it for a career. For instance, as I mentioned, I play the violin, and I like to think that I'm at least okay at it. I'm not planning to go into it as a career, but I still have played for weddings, for performances, and for funerals. Heck, I was even invited to play for an orchestra at Carnegie Hall. At these events, I play a half an hour, and I get paid $50 for that half an hour. 50. That's pretty nice. And I'm not even that old yet. Imagine the kinds of opportunities you get to make money even as a casual player of a musical instrument. Tying into my first point, learning a musical instrument teaches you lessons that few other things can. These lessons include perseverance, being comfortable in front of a crowd, and even different study techniques. There's a reason why 66% of students who applied to med school with a music major were accepted. Learning a musical instrument is more than just music, it's a fantastic tool to help you succeed as you go through life. This next point is probably the most important. Some may disagree, but it has helped me so much throughout my life. That being that music and playing music is a huge stress reliever. When you play music, you are able to put emotions into the world, whether anger, frustration, sadness, joy. You name it, you can play it out. This is enormously beneficial as it allows you to have an outlet that harms no one, but quite to the contrary, can even help you sort through life's curveballs. And research shows this time and time again. According to WebMD, a very reputable source, making music helps to short circuit and stop stress reactions in our lives. You see, when we feel stressed, it starts off as an electrical signal in our brains. This signal triggers the release of hormones, causing a whole bunch of side effects, ranging from increased breathing rates to a tendency to anger. However, making music stops this process. Even more so, sometimes, as research has shown, our brains can get stuck in sending out a stress signal, causing us to burn out and even leading to depression. A recent study, however, has shown that when we play a musical instrument, it turns off our stress signals, thus saving us from potentially devastating circumstances. And that is really the big reason why I said that of everything a musical instrument can do for you, this is the biggest of all. It can change your life for the better. I want to thank you all for watching this video. It was a blast making it. As you probably could tell, I love music. If you like this video, please go ahead and smack that like button and check out my other videos. I finally got some awesome recording systems so I can finally make videos regularly. If you have a life question, comment, or concern, please feel free to comment below with it. I quite plausibly will make a video about your question. All you have to do is ask. Regardless, have a good day, and always remember to stay awesome.